What's up everybody? My name is Elliott, but you can call me the Motory Notary. And remember, if you're having trouble breathing or snoring at night, try those adhesive Breathe Right nose strips. They really work wonders. And speaking of that, air. It's what we breathe. And now you're all thinking about breathing, which is pretty annoying. But beyond helping us survive, air also plays several important roles automotively. For one, more air plus more fuel usually equals more power. And when it comes to driving, more air blowing around through the cabin usually equals a more fun driving experience, as is the case with this BMW Z4 behind me. But also on this car behind me are a few air-powered accessories that need to be fixed and or upgraded before I ultimately take this car over to go see Johnny the Car Ninja for, well, a whole mess of different repairs on this car. But for right now, let's focus on the air-powered things that I can fix here in the shop and get to work. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with it, this is my 2003 BMW Z4. This car was originally won in Las Vegas at a slot machine, where it was then driven all the way back to Wichita, Kansas by its winner, where it remained ever since. And then, many years later, I bought it for less than $4,000, which is pretty cheap. But this car has over 280,000 miles on it, which accounts for its low price. But I wasn't afraid to buy it because this car also came with over $10,000 worth of service records. So this car has obviously been maintained throughout its life. But it's still a BMW and things still break. And one of the things that's broken is an air-powered accessory. Let me show you what I mean. Now, underneath the hood here is this beautiful 2.5 liter inline 6-cylinder motor. And when you first start it up, it sounds great. And then a few seconds later, you get this tone. It's very high-pitched, very piercing. It sounds kind of like a dog whistle, and then about 30 seconds later, it goes away. I'll try to demonstrate it here. Sorry, headphone users. So you can see why I would want to fix that. That's very annoying and very embarrassing. And apparently, what's causing it is this secondary air pump right here. That's what this whole unit is. And what this unit does is it pumps air into the catalytic converter, warming it up, helping it be more efficient at a lower engine temperature. It's an emissions thing. Of course, it's not necessary, and most performance people are gonna be like, well, just get rid of it, you don't need it. But you do kind of need it because it's not hurting performance, and I don't want the permanent check engine light. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace it because that tone is really annoying. But Elliott, BMW parts are expensive, you screamed to me from behind the keyboard. Not so. I went on Mineral Auto, or Rock Auto if you're pedestrian, and I got this replacement secondary air pump for like $100. It's even from a company called Euro Parts, spelled U with an umlaut, R-O, parts. And it's got slashes on there like an M, so you know this is the part for this car. Now, let me go about the replacement procedure, and hopefully we can get rid of that dog whistle. All right, well that was fairly simple actually, and now we can take a look at the new one in there. Pretty straightforward. This one just says Euro, but now it matches the rest of the engine bay with being spick and span. So now the real test is to turn the car on, and if it doesn't howl, we win. It's gonna do it any second now. It's on. I can feel it buzzing. All right, so I felt it. It was buzzing, I mean, vibrating, but not audibly, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. So we win. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, the next thing to do on this Z4 also has to do with the air, or something that travels over it. Sound. As you can see, this car still has the stock radio head unit, and that's actually the way I'd prefer it. It's beautiful, it's minimalistic, and it flows perfectly with the design of this dashboard. But when it comes to choosing my own music, my options are limited to terrestrial FM radio or loading a CD in one at a time, and in 2021, that's just ancient technology. Luckily, the folks at Bluebus make this cool little adapter that plugs right into where the CD changer would be in the trunk and gives your stock radio head unit Bluetooth connectivity availability, so I can connect a phone, iPod, whatever I want, and have my own music playing through this stock head unit. Now that is going to make summertime a lot more fun. So let me go try to put this in, show you how easy it is, and then we should have some sweet tunes on the way to Johnny's. All right, we're over here around the trunk area. Apparently, you just remove some of this carpeting, find where the CD changer wiring is, and it should just plug right in. So let me start removing some wiring, and I'll check back in with you when I get to an important part. And okay, after much fighting with the carpet, I think I got this thing installed. Let me show you what I was working with here. First of all, this whole back carpet is supposed to come out, and I just wasn't able to do it. There's a little emergency release thing here. I won't bore you with the details, but the important part is this little guy is all installed and hooked up, and I didn't have to do anything. I literally just found the correct connectors, plugged them in. Now I'm just gonna mount this somewhere safe, and we should be good to go. Let me try it out real quick. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this thing works. Okay, now I should just be able to switch the mode here. Shh. Oh, call me a loser. Let's see here though. It does seem to be connected. It's the sound of slot machines. Of course that's what this car would want to play. But it's working. I mean, it's playing from my phone. That's amazing. I can play the next thing.
The moon doesn't only come out at night.
Wow.
Introducing Light Sky from Blue Moon.
Commercial. All right, well, obviously I can't play music that I want to play because of copyright laws, but it doesn't matter because the unit itself worked. Huge shout out to the people at Bluebus. I'm going to have all of their information in the description below. Check them out if you have a BMW and you want to retain that stock head unit look, but still play music from your phone. It's a great option, and it was super easy to install. All I had to do was get the carpet out of the trunk and then connect like a couple of wires, and I was done. It worked that easily. It really is just plug and play. Check out the Bluebus. It's really, really cool. Anyway, let's get this car over to Johnny's. Oh yeah, now this is open air motoring. Top down, secondary air pump fixed, Bluetooth in the air. I only have the windows up because of the audio. I'm not a dork, but we should be at Johnny's here in a minute. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy the drive. All right, well, those of you with a keen eye will notice that I didn't quite make it over to Johnny's shop. Well, I did, but by the time I got over there, it was like 5 o'clock, and that was way too late to get started on the amount of things I need to have him do on this car. So we'll save the Fix-It Marathon for another episode. But that's okay, because something else needs to be fixed over there too, the Malibu. And thanks to one of you commenters, I have another thing to try before I completely give up on it. So maybe we can kind of roll that into one thing. Be on the lookout for that soon. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm approaching 1,000 followers on there, and that's super exciting as someone who's pretty new to the platform. Like me on Facebook, join my Facebook group. It's a fun place to share memes, and I'm usually interacting in the comments there. And other than that, be sure to like on this video. It greatly helps my YouTube performance. Comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. And okay. Oh, jeez.